Call it what you want. They said rare feast.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, I repeat what's reported.
I play the kick and be a little Brian.
We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
We're about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. This is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here. Yes, they can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
Had a chance to meet him while he was still at Clemson at a summer camp partner. And this is one of the best kids you're going to meet out there. And he doesn't say a whole lot, but it's fun to watch how people respond to him. When he was a camp counselor, the kids just flocked around him like the Pied Piper, just as his teammates did while he was at Clemson.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 11 carries, 51 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Watson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Jordan Phillips drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find some.
That imaginary person always pop in first, and then they leave.
A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to know that. You in here?
Down here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Oh no, I was there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Ain't no way the computer giving them all them takeaways.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray on the slant, complete to Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
30. I would move to 31 to 10.
So offsides the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Throwing again, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. Right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Taking about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Jordan Hicks.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Out of the gun, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Face mask.
So they'll
What?
take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk
Where?
about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to
How
1st and 10.
grab his face mask?
From the 50, it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means
he's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. That's good. A huge play there for Arizona. 54 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what'll happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
He's the reason why DK ain't in the league. Okay.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Texans nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running for the shotgun with Drake.
I'll say he just wanted to respect he deserves.
They're inside the 25. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Murray. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Operating from the gun, Murray.
They lose by 10 points.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Oh,
looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
touchdown, Cardinals.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
St. Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Haven't hit down way.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
They demoralized.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Duke Johnson, the Houston.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Carmichael. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming down. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
A 3-yard.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. From the 41, Watson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both large. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. It's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before
I thought he
he's out of
was
bounds.
too. That
Play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So second down and 10.
Right,
Once
man.
again, they'll go for the
Look,
40.
Pro Lennox in the game, I told you. We're going to get some guard. We're going to get them over down.
Throwing again. Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Money on the line, I want to see.
Thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
That's complete to Cobb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Here's Watson. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Open man, the tight end Fells. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Now he'll escape to his right. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Oh. Hey, baby. What the fuck? I didn't see that.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. To the air yet again, Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So he's with a lot of people, and that's simply because
Brian Anger in punt formation.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-9. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 27-yard line.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Murray has
oh my God.
Fumble.
Kyler Murray sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
You know I'm old school, so I always want to hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, 3rd down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
We're going to be the Wild Wild East next year.
On 1st down, Watson. That is incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion.
Oh, my God.
This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Texans 3.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And his pass is
intercepted
for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We got to focus up on that now. Big deep ball.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Operating from the gun, Watson, and the grab by Croft. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Watson going for it all. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
To Brandon Cooks.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Yeah.
Operating from the gun, Watson got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Texans.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Watson looks to throw again. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
He's got it to Williams. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Murray, he'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. One run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
You think I'll steal? And he got him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray, it's complete to Drake. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Recovered by that takeaway partner.
Oh, my
right
God.
there. That's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
A good start to the drive. Here's that
Look around big game, man. My focus one there, man.
Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive.
Trying to do 2 things at one time, Michelle.
The game gonna pause. The game gonna pause. He gonna get a knock on the door and be called.
On first down, it's Watson. Short throw hauled in by Croft. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson gets one into the hands of Cobb. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That's so weak. That's Patrick Peterson, man. He can't be that sorry.
First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks. He's got Fuller.
Man, look at that last play that just
5
happened.
yards on the catch there, brings up second down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Buying time to his left.
Oh, my
he
God.
takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of the lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That keeps the score, Texans.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? They want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 15-14. A little under 50 seconds to go. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throw. It leads to 2nd and 10.
I feel like the boy worked.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Listen to him now.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
58-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Wow, I can't believe y'all. Damn, they hit. Come on, man. Make it 3.
He'll look to throw.
Man, they tripping, man.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Oh, my God.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
They're going to go and kick the field goal, but
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Man, you crazy here. You know I'm clutch.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game.
What I tell you, boy? Shut up.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't
diamond made on the
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, it'd be up in the 300s right now.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really
cut me out if I had a lock it down, guy.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cardinals, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. They will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road.
What the hell Tyler Hero is?
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route. I leave them outline when I hit them.
Man, I know they can get this one here to the 10-point game. Take 80 of them out the game, man. This shit over with. He got done. Now not even playing. He's tripping, man.
Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working
the get swept, bro.
You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. He ain't got me in the game now.
I hope they get
Green eye with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary.
But you gonna leave Jimmy Butler in the game who just turned his ankle for the half? Put it out.
Ain't nothing to the heel.
Tell me something that makes sense. He just turned it again.
play.
What, talking about that?
Finally got
Gotta take this shit off TV because the connection might get